Hi, I'm Tina. Welcome to AdventHealth Kissimmee, and this is AdventHealth TV.
Hi everyone, I'm Tom Johnson. You know, driving an emergency vehicle like, say, an AdventHealth EMS ambulance is not like driving anything that you are likely to have in your garage or driveway. You have to have specialized training and skills. Videographer David Maddox hits the road to show you how AdventHealth EMS drivers put it all in gear.
This is our EVOC safety course for the new hires. We pretty much set up the cones, get all the spacing. We have the new hires meet us here. EMT? Okay. And you're the medic. We have our talk about safety, check all your lights, look at your tires. This is a Ford 350 adult ALS truck. Who's up first? It's a course, and it's 34 feet in between. Adjust your mirrors.
If you're new to it, it's nerve-wracking.
Everybody get up.
All right, sir. I'm confident that you're gonna pass. Check your mirrors, and when you're ready, let's roll.
It's really nerve-wracking. I can't even talk about this. It's really nerve-wracking.
Usually it'll take 15 to 20 minutes for each new hire to do the course, bearing that they don't have any failures.
I can go faster if you want.
Just a few corrections here or there. Remember, watch the middle one.
Serpentine driving forward, just driving in between cones, and then we would come back and go backwards. And then we would transfer over and back into a spot.
The backing from left side and also the right side.
This stuff is pretty easy compared to what you're gonna have to do.
With being an EMS, we play a vital role with getting the patient moved from one location to the next.
It's not just you driving, you're sitting there protecting a paramedic or another EMT in the back, and you got a patient back there who could be critical. Every bump that you hit in the front is about 2 to 3 times worse in the back there.
Everybody passed, flying colors. It's very exciting.
I passed, so it was just, it was good. Like this training I'll never forget, and yeah, I'm excited.
You did a good one on that one.
AdventHealth University faculty, staff, and students are really stepping up right now to help people affected by disaster more than halfway across the country. You probably remember seeing the devastating wildfires that scorched Colorado in December. The Marshall Fire you see here burned near Boulder and destroyed more than 600 homes. Many workers at one of our sister hospitals, Centura Health Avista Adventist Hospital in nearby Louisville, Colorado, continued working even as the flames raged through their homes. Faculty, staff, and students from AdventHealth University's Orlando and Denver campuses are now working together to help. They've collected donations from around the country to help them recover in Colorado.
I'm not surprised that the faculty and staff and students of AHU, both in Orlando and Denver, responded in that way with such compassion and love and wanting to donate what they could right away. It's not surprising to me. That's our culture.
The AdventHealth Transplant Institute recently celebrated its first COVID-related lung transplant. And while every transplant is a marvel, this one is particularly special because of the way the doctor connected with the patient. Kia Malone shows you.
1, 2, 3.
It's a miracle. Double lung transplant recipient David Wilkinson is standing, woo, come on, dancing, loving you, and singing with his new set of lungs.
This is a true gift.
David contracted COVID-19 in July of 2021 and desperately needed that transplant.
He was dying, there was no doubt.
But his family and Facebook friends never gave up. One of them posted about David's condition on a physician's group page and asked for help. Their prayers were answered just in time.
When he arrived, he was really sick. I mean, he had a very, very high temperature. He was very infected.
Dr. Cynthia Grease, medical director at the AdventHealth Transplant Institute, saw a post about David on the Physician Moms Facebook group, and she was determined to save him.
It was very obvious that his lungs were not going to get better. They were extremely scarred down, and there was just no hope that he would go back to a normal way of life.
But that transplant reversed his course, and now he celebrates the small things like climbing steps,
How's that?
walking, and riding. All of it thanks to one fateful Facebook post, which connected him to a dedicated doctor and that life-saving transplant.
We're going to celebrate every day, every hug, every kiss, every good night.
Dr. Gree says that prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, about 15% of all patients listed for a lung transplant died while waiting, or they were just too sick for a transplant. That number is higher now due to the types of donors available because of COVID-19, and many on the waiting list are much, much sicker. If you would like to register to be an organ donor, you can do so at the DMV when you renew your driver's license, or you can register online at donatelifeflorida.org. Kia Malone for AdventHealth TV.
Let's check out a room with a view to close things out this week. Technically, it's an outdoor room with a view. This is where Amy Pavic-Gentry works from home. Amy's the CFD's Executive Director of External Communications, and perhaps because she has to communicate our messaging to all of Central Florida and beyond, Amy's backyard actually has a view of our flagship AdventHealth Orlando campus. That is the innovation tower you can see being built there if you look right up there through the trees in Amy's backyard. And by the way, she is always watching. Okay, so I hate to beg, but I will if I have to. Please keep those photos and videos coming in. We want to see and show off your submissions, and we really need more right now. Remember, photos are fine, but we prefer video. Send all of them to us at AdventHealth TV at adventhealth.com. Until next time, stay healthy and feel whole.